क्षीयमामृतात्
Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya.
त्र्यम्बकं यजामहे सुगन्धिं पुष्टिवर्धनम् उर्वारुकमिव बन्धनान् मृत्युर्मुक्षीयमामृतात्
Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya.
त्र्यम्बकं यजामहे सुगन्धिं पुष्टिवर्धनम् उर्वारुकमिव बन्धनान् मृत्युर्मुक्षीयमामृतात्
सहनौ भुनक्तु सावीर्यं तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै ॐ शान्ति शान्तिः ॐ असतो मा सद्गमय तमसो मा ज्योतिर्गमय मृत्योर्मामृतङ्गमय ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः Good evening. So it's getting hot by the day. So you have to take the trouble of coming to this place. Please see page number 94. Behind everything, the same divinity is existing, and out of this comes the basis of morality. Do not injure another, love everyone as your own self, because the whole universe is one. In injuring another, I am injuring myself. In loving another, I am loving myself. Behind everything, the same divinity is existing, and out of this comes the basis of morality. Why should I be moral? Why should I be honest? Why should I not hurt others? Why should I not injure others? If you have this question, this is the answer. Because it is the same divinity that is dwelling in all the beings. So by hurting others, you hurt yourself. How? In what way? According to our culture, there is like the karma. You all have heard the word karma now. In the West also they are using the word karma increasingly now. It has become a universal, generic word now. Everybody is saying my karma, right? So whenever you suffer in life, people spontaneously comes from the mouth of the people, that's my karma. In the sense that, I am reaping the fruit of my own action. So God actually, Mahatma Gandhi said, God has written this law of karma and has taken retirement. So he has given human beings freedom. You just do whatever you feel like doing, but there are consequences. Action has a result. Are you ready to face the consequence? You can do whatever you want, whatever you feel like doing, but there is this rider. What is that rider? There is a consequence. Are you okay with the consequence? Are you okay with the result? If you are not okay with the result or consequence, be alert. That's why God has given us discretion, vichakshana we say in Sanskrit. So animals, they don't have this discretion. God has given us that cerebral capacity, discretion. Most of the times when we err, when we do mistakes or when we do so-called sinful acts, we do it consciously. We know that it's wrong to do, but still we do. Then, of course, the consequence will be there for us to bear. So, this is the greatest law that has been discovered here, the spiritual law, ahimsa paramo dharmaha. Non-violence is the highest virtue. Why? Because by hurting others, by injuring others, you injure yourself, because you take that negative action. This is a bad karma. And you have to reap the fruit of your bad karma, if not in this birth and the next birth. There is no escape. Swamiji says in his song of the sannyas in Vivekananda, good, good, bad, bad, and none escape the law. It's a rule actually. Just like physical laws, Newton has discovered the gravitational law, and there are spiritual laws. All the mystics and sages have discovered the spiritual laws. So every religion talks about the morality, talks about not hurting others, talks about loving others, talks about serving others. That is all for your own spiritual uplift. You will become closer to God. You will become actually, eligible for divine grace when actually you lead such kind of gentle life. Because that has been preached so intensely here, and this has been one of the mildest and the gentlest races on the planet Earth. So only when you see other races, you understand how gentle an average human being here on the Indian soil is. Advaita is the basis of all morality. Yesterday also I shared this, almost in every session I share this story with all the students to make them understand what is Advaita. One day Emperor Akbar asked his minister Birbal, what is the percentage of blind people in our kingdom? Pat came the reply. Birbal said without batting an eyelid, 99% of the population in our kingdom are blind, Jahapana. Akbar got stunned. I'm asking about a percentage of people with blindness, not percentage of people with normal vision. But Birbal said confidently, 99% are blind, Yahapana. Then Akbar said, you must prove this to me, otherwise I will punish you. The next day, when Akbar was in full court, Birbal came, and Akbar reminded him, yesterday you told that you would prove that 99% of the population in our kingdom are blind, you prove. Then Birbal said, yes. Birbal came with his pagadi, talafaga. Then he asked the courtiers, he showed his pagadi and told them actually, what is this? Everybody said turban, pagadi. Then he showed this angavastra. Everybody showed its angavastra. Then he showed this. They said kurta. Then he showed his dhoti also. So they named 4 different. Jahapana, see, everybody is blind. See, this is a piece of cloth. This is a piece of cloth. This is a piece of cloth. Dhoti is also a piece of cloth. That was the answer I expected. But they gave 4 different names for the same thing. They gave 4 different names for the same thing, right? Basically, what is this is piece of cloth. This is piece of cloth. Avuna kada. So this is the world. We think actually we are seeing right, but we are not seeing right. Do you agree? Do you agree, I'm saying? We think actually we are seeing right, but we are not seeing right. It is only one consciousness. It is only one life principle that is manifesting through all the human beings. Then you identify with your religion, you identify with your region, you identify with your caste, you identify with your language, you identify with your nationality, and then you pick up a quarrel with a fellow human being and do violence. And then accumulate bad karma. That's how you get stuck here. That's called Maya. That's Satan's work. As today morning also I was telling our students, people are talking about bipolar world, multipolar world. All the countries in the world are forming into 2 groups. One group is headed by America, another group, China, Russia, and Iran. So this grouping is happening. We are on the threshold of the Third World War as if you just look at the way things are going on. That Russia-Ukraine war is going on, 1 year over, and we thought actually it would just subside, but there is no sign of, the war coming to an end. So this is how actually, we tend to quarrel. We think we are civilized, but we are not civilized as yet, because these geographical borders, we take it so seriously, and we forget. What do you forget? That humanity is one species. The humanity is one species, all one earth. We are all God's children, it's all one God, we are all children of God, it's all one earth, we are all inhabiting the same earth, we are all one species. We forget that. We forget that and we quarrel and we fight with the most sophisticated weapons. With such brains, we have invented so many weapons, So Albert Einstein had said, I don't know with what weapons they are going to fight the Third World War. Fourth World War, they will fight with stones and sticks, he said. Today, that is the kind of weapons that we have. The end. It's the end of humanity. There is a war kind of thing. That's why you have to speak constantly of integrating the world into one family. Vivekananda said again and again, up and conquer the world with your spirituality. Vasudhaiva Kutumbakamo. World is one family. This idea we need to give to the world more. This is actually need of the hour. If you fail to integrate the world into one family, as polarization is happening, we should only talk about, non-polar world. One world, one earth, one family, not actually multipolar world or bipolar world. So these are all the wrong words that we are using. So because you are of a different nationality, you belong to a different nation, I belong to a different nation, I see you as a completely separate entity, and you see me as a separate entity, and in the name of national borders, in the name of defending national borders, and we fight. And once actually you come into the war, and it is insanity, I tell you. First World and Second World War, nobody thought actually the wars would go for such long. And millions of people have died, and still we have not actually learned the lesson, true lesson. Okay? And today people are still talking about war. So what we need to talk about is one earth, one family, humanity is one family. So we should not talk about multipolar world or bipolar world. We should only talk about not even unipolar world. We should only talk about non-polar world. One earth, one family. Do you get that? Thank you. Nice evening.